I can't believe I agreed to that experiment. 30 days without coffee. Or maybe it will be a lifelong. So initially it wasn't even my idea to stop drinking coffee or caffeinated drinks. It was my husband who wanted to refresh and get his energy levels back, and he asked me to support him, and as much as wanted to say no, I couldn't. And here I am, no coffee. So for me, coffee is not that drink that gives me the most of the energy. I'm not the type of the person who starts the day only after the coffee. Well, technically I am, because I love to start my day with coffee. But before I drink it, I still do my routines, morning routines, and hopefully I'm quite a reasonable person then. For me, coffee is more like a ritual. It's my favorite drink. And although I could have 4, 5, or even 6 cups of coffee per day before, now I reduced it to 2, and let me tell you, I enjoy it really much more. So that's quite an interesting experiment for me. In our body we have a chemical called adenosine. It rises as the day goes along. This chemical is responsible for us being tired. But rather than quantities of this chemical, it's by binding the chemical to the receptor makes our nervous system to react and to start this tiredness cycle. It relaxes our muscles, it makes us feel tired and drowsy. So as the day progresses, more and more adenosine molecules are binded to their receptors, and we feel more and more tired. During the night, our body refreshes and adenosine molecules get metabolized, and in the morning we have free receptors available for adenosine to bind in. Now, caffeine. Caffeine molecules are actually really similar to adenosine molecules, and receptors can accept caffeine molecules instead of adenosine, and hence those receptors are all busy with caffeine molecules. And in that way, we don't really feel energized, but we rather don't feel tired, because the tiredness cycle doesn't start, because adenosine molecules are not binded to the receptors, and hence the tiredness cycle can't start. And then when we go to sleep after several hours, both adenosine and caffeine molecules get metabolized, and we are actually ready to start our day in the morning, full, fresh and energetic. So let's go back to the experiment. So I stopped drinking coffee and caffeinated drinks, even decaf coffee and also black or green tea. By the way, comment below what are your favorite drinks. Are they hot or cold drinks, or maybe you are a coffee drinker as I am? So what did I feel? As you might have guessed, it was a headache, a really strong headache. Nothing could help, sleep didn't help, water didn't help, and I was left to my headache for a day and a half, when I couldn't understand what's going on and I couldn't really do much at all. And then, after a day and a half, it stopped. That was time when I realized I miss my coffee, because coffee is one of my favorite morning routines and I do enjoy it a lot. And I also realized that wherever I go, I see a lot of new coffee shops offering really interesting roasts, which I can't really try. I was feeling they were screaming at me. And also people offering me a cup of coffee made me feel a bit sad. I was lucky not to feel any huge tiredness or a drop in energy levels, and my headache went away really quickly, so I was lucky with that. What did I learn during this month? Well, I'm actually okay without coffee and I can survive all right. Do I want it? Not really, because I like it. It's my favorite drink. I didn't notice any energy level spikes or drop, so there wasn't any change for me on energy level, and that was good. And finally, there are so many other drinks that I tried during this month, and I feel so grateful for this experiment. I discovered really nice types of infusions, different types of teas, and even one interesting rye drink, which kind of reminded me a little bit of coffee, but actually it was a healthy option instead of coffee for me. And also cocoa, which I like so much. Yes, cocoa contains caffeine, and I realized it when I was just preparing for this video. Does it mean I failed the experiment? And should I go one more month without coffee and cocoa as well? I don't think so. I think this experiment was good enough for me. I think I had a great and interesting month, but I was really looking forward to come back to my favorite drink, and I really do enjoy it. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you had an interesting time here on this channel, and I will see you in the next video.